Hi, welcome to School of Management, BML Munjal University. I welcome you all as the Dean of the school. I joined BML Munjal University 2-3 months before. Prior to that, I worked 21 years in some of the leading business schools of India. That includes IIM Lucknow, IIM Indore, IIM Calicut, Great Lakes Institute of Management. I also taught abroad. I went to a few countries, including universities in US and China, to teach courses there. You may be asking a question, why should we join BML Munjal University? What is so different about this university? I'm sure it should not sound like a cliche, but there are reasons for which you should come here. If you look at our vision statement, in our vision statement, we want to create ethically and responsible, socially responsible managers. Now, how do you really take up such kind of a large vision of creating socially and ethically responsible managers? Also give them the functional skills which are required for making business decisions. Now that's a big challenge, and that starts with our course design. What we have done is we have done 3 tiering of our courses. The first level of the courses are the basic functional managerial skills which are required, like marketing, finance, HR. The second level of the courses are essentially about the soft skills, which includes business etiquettes, interpersonal communications, and those part. And the third part is obviously a perspective which will widen the approach of the students, broaden their thought process. So they'll get a chance to read about history, they'll get a chance to read about comparative civilizations, logic. This will open up new avenues, new thought processes. One of the key drivers of BML Munjal University is to start that age-old process of asking the question why. Right, that is one of the important things. I think innovations and the creation of knowledge starts when people start asking questions to the obvious, why this happens, why this doesn't happen. Somewhere in the process we have lost that. Now it is important for us to reignite that force among our young generations and make them to ask questions about society, about decisions in business, about the role of organizations in our society at a broader framework, yet without losing the sight of making profits and making sustainable business stories in that sense. So this is one of the key things that we want to do, is to make our student to ask questions. If they start asking questions, that will ignite the process of problem solving, because at the end of the day, management is all about how do you solve business problems. That's one thing. There is also one program we have which is very unique in character. Not many schools in India have this program. This is called Sankalp. Don't get carried away by the word Sankalp. Actually, it stands for something related to the social action. So we want to take our students outside the university, outside the management school, take them to different places where people those who suffer, people those who are downtrodden, they can be taken care of. For example, I have a plan to take my students to orphanages. I have a plan to take my students to jail. I have a plan to take my students to police stations. I want to take my students to old age homes. Let them go and look at what happens in our society beyond classrooms or beyond business decisions. And then we'll take up intervention projects at the grassroots levels for creating micro enterprises. We have a plan to partner with Cell Foundation. Cell Foundation does a lot of work for social entrepreneurship. We'll also like to have partnership with Cell Foundation here. That's another key driver for which you should join School of Management. Then you may be thinking how differently we are teaching here from the other schools, those who are there. Our method of teaching, to summarize, I call that as a LEAP model, L-E-A-P, LEAP model. LEAP stands for, L stands for learning. Obviously, since it is a business school, learning has to be there. E stands for engagement. So we engage with the corporates through our practice schools. We have something called the practice school, and in the practice school, we'll be engaging students, and students will go and interact with the industry, take the real life industry problems and try to solve those problems which are there. The next word, A, comes from the action point of view. Is it possible for them to go and really be a part of business decisions, particularly operation related business decisions? And the last part is called practice. Can they imbibe that and make it as a practice for their life? If they can follow this model of LEAP, they are going to be successful in the learning process. So at BML Munjal University School of Management, what essentially we are doing is a triple L, lifelong learning. Now, how do you really do lifelong learning? Unless you have people to learn, engage, take or act, and then practice, then there can be a lifelong learning. So this is the second important factor for which you should come to BML Munjal University. BML Munjal University has got a very good mentor, Imperial College of London. They are the mentor. If you want to say what Imperial College London has done other than BML Munjal University, way back in the 70s and 80s. They came to India and they have mentored Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. So this is the next time they are going and mentoring a business school. What does mentoring really mean is a lot of faculty from Imperial College London are going to come here and teach courses here. The course has been designed by them. We have adapted to the Indian environment. There are many courses which will be co-taught by the faculty from Munjal University and faculty from Imperial College London. That is another interesting thing that we have got there. Similarly, also since we have got a practice schools, we have a long duration engagement with the industry in the form of summer training programs and final placement processes. We are hopeful that all the students, those who come here, they go with flying colors. If you look at some of the videos that we have uploaded in YouTube and other channels, that reflects about what kind of guest faculty we have, what kind of visitors come here and speak to our students. We have got people from McKinsey, people from KPMG, people coming from SAIL. All of them have come here and they've spoken to our students, and we plan to invite more and more people to come and speak there. So other than the classroom activities, we have a plan to call 3 types of people to our campus to enlighten our students. The first set of people are obviously leaders. Those will come and talk about their vision. In that series, we had Mr. Arun Mehra, the ex-CEO of BCG, Boston Consulting Group, and Planning Commission member. He came and spoke to our students. We plan to invite another 6 to 8 people of that stature to come and speak to our students. The second level of invitations are at the program levels, where we are looking at vice presidents and presidents of the company who will come and during the course interact with students. And the third level of interactions we are planning to do at the course levels, where faculty members will invite people at GM levels, so that to bridge the gap, the divide that exists between industry and academia, that can be fulfilled. I know that many schools will claim very similar to what I have talked about in this video, but if you really want to experience that part, we can come before joining and we can talk to our students and come back and see what we are doing here, because unless you explore, you don't find out. So what's important in life is to explore. If you explore the obvious, ask the question to the obvious, and practice something new, then you lead forward, then you succeed in life.